If you look at just the UK, obviously, I mean, particularly with the recent announcements, you had so many changes that significantly impacted those businesses. You had significant increases in minimum wages. You had increases, particularly in London, in the London living wages, putting massive pressure on hospitality. I mean, it had always been a business with quite limited or I would say very fragile margins. Obviously, every increase like this adds on. Then you have the impact of Brexit, which is specific for UK, um, which made hiring much harder. You lost a huge part of your workforce, students coming from the EU, new basically workers, moving to London, moving to the UK, and very often taking hospitality as one of the first jobs, and then turning into a career, which I've been one of those cases. And you suddenly lose that sort of access to talent, but also most importantly, you also lose access to supply. And I think you almost have this situation where, as a business, if you still think you can run it the same way as you ran it for the last 10, 15 years, you obviously start facing massive challenges because the hiring is not the same as it was. The cost of products and just access to products is different because of Brexit implication. And then in Europe, because of the war implication, obviously it made, costs of wheat, of very basic products that most businesses in hospitality use, a skyrocket. And then you obviously had the living wages and the minimum wages go up across Europe as well, by the way. It's not something that only happened here. So suddenly you attack from every single part of your P&L and thinking, well, one thing, how I can minimize that impact, how can I cut some costs, or where can I be more efficient? But realistically, where can I make more money?